Hello and welcome to Captain's Log. I am Captain Blue Rogue. I run this ship over here. This is Log, my co-host, and since Log is not able to actually talk, we have Frog, who is Log's interpreter. So we'll have a discussion about my whole desk there when I moved my chair. We'll have a whole discussion with Log during Lit Pop Theater. Might need to change the name of that. I don't know. It's iffy since it's just still sort of theater. Aha! I can just put this on. Sorry. Dry skin. Need to. I full disclosure, I have been fighting a splitting headache for the past several hours. I've taken acetaminophen, I've taken ibuprofen. It started right when I got home from work. I took stuff right away. I just took some more stuff now since it's been 4 hours. So as of right now, I'm not gonna do a live performance just because even talking too much into a bright light is a little bit of a challenge. In fact, no, because if I dim the lights at all, the green screen just looks like crap. So we're just gonna. I like how Heaven's Word is just sort of floating there. Yeah, totally intentional. Anyway, I am the Blue Rogue. I'm a middle class American. Me and my wife Cake have a 2.5-year-old son named Cupcake, and yeah, we're struggling to get by like everyone else in this country. So this is a documentation. You're dancing, Cupcake. You're dancing. Good job. This is a documentation of my life. What it's like to live through these times where our own country is funding a genocide across on the other side of the world, across the ocean. You know, and during an election year, especially right now, and on top of that, it's been about 3 years since, just over 3 years since I lost my dad. So that's rough. Just over 3 years since I lost my dad, and then almost 2 years since I cut off most of my extended family because they were terrible people. Hey, you don't thumbs up terrible people. You just thumbs down. Boo! You suck. I can't come out. I'm doing my live show. Ah! Joe, hey, Cupcake. Cupcake, can you go watch Mickey? Yeah, it's a green screen. Can you go watch Mickey, or I'll have to turn Mickey off to save electricity? You cannot have. I need you to go watch Mickey. Can you please watch Mickey while I do my live show? I mean, you can sit there, but you have to be quiet. I can't let you in here, though. I'm sorry. This show is so much easier to do when my wife is home. Can you go watch Mickey? Daddy's gonna have to turn Mickey off. Mickey, all done? We'll see how long that actually lasts. I think he made it all the way to the living room this time. Cupcake, you are. But I know the second I start playing the theme song, you're going to be back here. So we're going to do the weekly overview. Well, the weekly overview first. So this week was a mess. Basically, I grew up in a household which there was some, manipulation. My dad was, I miss him. He was my dad. Uh, Thing that hit the hardest was, him passing and us finding out like a week later the cake was pregnant. And he really wanted he really wanted another grandkid. So I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Okay, so he wasn't a great guy. Um, but so like I can recognize manipulative tendencies and bullying and all that stuff. Like I come from that background. I can manipulate things. I I do not no, don't like I've seen it done firsthand. I know what it does to people, and though like clearly I grew up in that environment, I learned how to do it. I reject it as much as I possibly can. Like I ask my wife to call me on it if I ever do anything manipulative, because I'm self-aware that it's a thing. Um, because children always pick up on things their parents do, and when I get to the watching, playing, doing section, I'll talk about. Oh, I've got stuff to talk about there. So my my mother-in-law has been. They bought a house. She retired to be our child care. Retired from her job to help us with the son. And since he was born, she said it takes a village. On repeat, on repeat. She retires, and they buy a house nearby, same town, and she's our childcare, and they're there've just been shifting goalposts to the point where it's like, okay, you say it takes a village. Are you a member of this village, or are you just trying to be a visitor? Um, she has, held over our heads that, oh, you're never gonna find cheaper childcare, and it's like, you're you're supposed to be family, like you're um. So Monday, she has sent Cake messages, text messages, and then late night emails, just in Cake forwards them to spam, uh, or forwards them to her junk folder or whatever. Um, half the time is just half asleep, incoherent, frustrated, ranting that just makes my wife, the woman I chose to spend the rest of my life with, just makes her feel awful. And and holding childcare above someone's head. First of all, so she's been saying for a while. It's like, oh, you should put him to bed earlier, so he wakes up earlier and then takes a nap earlier. Monday, I get home at 6 p.m. I get handed a child who had gotten up very early in the morning for nature school, and it had taken a 10-minute nap in the car to grandma's house, and then nothing until she was bringing him back over to my house at 6 p.m. And that's when his nap was. It's like, so I knowing the phrasing that she has said things to my wife in, because my wife and I are a solid couple. We communicate like good couples should. We share things because we're married. It's like the symbol is us becoming a joint unit. Um, we don't keep secrets. Like, uh, she I using the knowledge that I had, I sent a message along the same lines, just being like, using the same phrasing as she had sent, harassing my wife for this has gone on for years. And it's like, specifically, like, this phrasing has been the past couple months when she's been moving goalposts on when is acceptable time for us to ask them to be childcare. Um, but I'm just like, hey, um, we need to have a discussion. Communication important. We need to have a discussion about giving him a nap, because it's unrealistic for us to be expected to, or to be told that he should be going to bed earlier, and then be him being deprived of a nap the entire day, and then us being handed him with asleep at 6 p.m. Like, that's, if I was to give him I gave him like 40 minutes, and then I had to carry him around and do chores to wake him up. A cupcake. I had, you were that out. I was blasting Rammstein on the Alexa. Like, you were out on the couch, and you had spilled lemonade on yourself. It's it's a mess. Well, I obviously took the clothes off before putting you on the couch, but still, it's like, why, why would you be, why would you hold childcare over someone's head? Like, because you know what, if if I was paying someone as childcare and they threatened to not watch my child, I wouldn't go back to that childcare. So it's like you grandma, you don't get it. Like we get other childcare, you don't see this kid again. Like y- and every time you, even if you, my wife talked to her, and it's like, oh, I wasn't serious. Of course I want to watch. It's like, well, every time you're watching it, is it over? No, it's still going. You want Clubhouse? Okay. No mixed up adventures. We're going to Clubhouse. Oh, dude. Okay, you didn't just see me hide your loud electric toy guitar in the wall of the ship. You didn't see me do that. So it's like every time you threaten to withhold childcare, you're eroding that trust. So that was Monday, and this is Friday. So, I mean, Kate talked to her on Wednesday, and are you watching Mickey? Cupcake, down. No, don't climb the gate. Down. You're gonna hurt yourself, dude. Go watch Mickey, or I'm turning it off. Mickey off. What do you want? If I have to do that one more time before I get to the theme song, I'm canceling the show. It's 8:30, and I know I started late, but I I'm this is what it's like to be a parent. Trying to do anything creative. Cupcake. This is what it's like. This is what every day is like. Uh, we try to get stuff done on our own, whether it's chores or anything else, and you're just screaming about Mickey. Like you're watching it, but you're screaming about it. It's like why? Stop! Why? Why stop, Mickey? What do you want instead? couldn't even make it through the week. I couldn't even make it through the week review. I'm yeah, I'm not feeling much like talking about my life, politics, or what I'm watching, or anything right now. I need to be childcare for my son. Because if I'm not paying attention to him, apparently all you do is scream. Um, this is why I have the expectations for this project here. This log. This is why I have expectations set at absolute zero. If no one watches it, I don't care. It's cool if someone does. It's cool if I have someone to talk to, or gush about why I love something. Today I was going to talk about Monty Python, which also involved my dad. But I'm I was about to say I was one Mickey scream away from being broken. Right there. Before I could even say it, Cupcake, you screamed, "Stop! Stop!" So, if this was an actual show, it'd be canceled. Um, was it an actual show? I never played the theme song. Um, yeah, this is what it's like to try to. You see, you'll notice a lot of the influencers or people who are internet personalities. You'll often notice that they have pets. That they're usually single. Might be married, but they almost never have kids when they're starting out. Um, because there's no time to once you have kids, and I did, and my growth as a streamer is sort of massively slowed once Cupcake was more mobile and wasn't just in when you Cupcake when you weren't just in the Mamoru behind me. Yeah, this was a rough week. It was full of tension, and I think that's all I have the energy to talk about. Um, it's just going through that. That's fine because I didn't recategorize the goal board. I didn't even do the basic goal of fixing the goal board. The most basic of goals. Make a new goal board. Set new goals. Couldn't do it. It's been a I guess the depression's finally hitting me now after the number of cupcake streams. And he's quiet now. And if he hadn't broken me 4 minutes ago, I might have been able to continue. I don't even really want to talk about like how I finally caught up to Bluey and started the Gotta Be Done podcast. Like, the genocide is atrocious, and we don't have any candidates who are serious about who can seriously win, who are going to stop Netanyahu and the state of Israel from continuing the genocide and expanding the war until we're dragged in directly into the conflict. It's like I have the energy to give Frog life. Like, I'm going to and today was the last day with the whole inspectors in the office baloney. So that's done starting tomorrow. So that tension will be going to and this headache. I knew it was going to be a rough show with the headache, but I think that's part of the reason I cannot focus on why his screams are like a cheese grater on my brain. Cupcake, I'm sorry. I wish that this episode was better and not just me talking about how your grandmother is manipulative and a bully, sort of like my own father was. Like I wasn't trying for that to be all that this was. I think I need to turn lights down and let the ibuprofen do its work. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be hours before I can dig anything else. Just don't know why. Okay, that's where I end it because I cannot take his cupcake. I can't take your screaming anymore. It hurts. Well, have a good week. Sunday on Twitch. Sundays of Arcadia anniversary. 3-year streaming anniversary. Not 100% sure if I'm going to do if I'm gonna compile all my Pinta quest A rank item stuff. I don't know why he's yelling. Anyway, have a lovely week, and I will see you all later. Or Cupcake, I'll see you later. And I do love you. I love you so much. It's just cheese grater on my brain right now, and it's only getting worse the longer I sit here, and the more you scream. Okay. Have a good evening.